Lyric. Squirrels are eating my porch, it's their world too. I call the exterminator, every day brings filthy compromise. I call the vet, the cat's old enough to be neutered. Just because I'm bigger than he is, even though he didn't ask me to take him home, rarely do the small and mute have things the way they want them. Everyone's tired of my patience. My turmoil has carried me this far. Every day brings filthy compromise. When I look a cow or pig in the eyes, I see a person. I don't feel that way about salmon. I have lost my religious faith. I'm eating a salmon. The salmon died in terror and agony. I'm eating him with a vinegar sauce. You'll like what you are told to like. This we call the reality effect. So many I could love and do not. So many I could kill and do not. And walk through the world wearing this white face with moisturizer serums and mascara. I don't know anything. I observe so closely. I haven't lived. I thought I knew death. What did I know? Sylvia and Anne thought they knew death. They didn't know anything. Didn't know they were going to die anyway. Her body, one long tube with an overgrowth in the middle. My friend, to be even one more day with you. Every day brings filthy compromise. I came from salt water. In August I swim in salt water. Cancer is my default horror. Fear is not the way for me now. I need something bigger. There's a crowd of people and animals heading westward on the run. There's a pack of beasts and people heading westward on the run. Powerless under the moon, powerless under the sun. Meaning is made, wonder has no shade, says a placard partway down the Grand Canyon. These dark days the clouds hide the sun. Gravity's a bright snare, say I, standing on the edge of the North Rim, to keep us locked here. At the mouth of the ravine, we are home now, the Wekaskeeks camped. They fished, swam, collected oysters and clamshells, planted corn and possibly tobacco. We walk every day through a haunted house. Dear values, absurd, chaotic, and tight, I never want to forget how this feels. I will, of course, forget. Dear values, absurd, chaotic, and tight, appraisal makes me nervous. Aggression makes me mad, is true. The reality effect is true. Her body, one long tube with an overgrowth in the middle, is true. I can stare and still not see it. Truth is true. My life is true. My death is true. The ravine is true. I wouldn't pay slave wages. I wouldn't sit down and have lunch with the woman who cleans my house without checking my texts. Modesty, kindness, humility, acceptance, these too are genius, the kinds we need now. Calm down, you're not as smart as you think you are. This one has no soul and that one has no soul. Death is okay for some. In the summer of economic collapse, in the summer of widespread famine, can't bear to look back, have done that in last book. I execute, I exfoliate, I gothicize. What caused the economic collapse? Me, so feckless and dreamy. I've been irresponsible, I have no pension, I will die in poverty. I'm a poetess, I'll be killed and eaten, I have no money. I make a beeline for the essential. I think I'm so great. Ultimate put down of my childhood. She thinks she's so great. I ride a zip line over the ravine. It's great. Dear values, absurd, chaotic, and tight, I think I'm so great to avoid losing light. I sit on the bank of the river. The bodies of my enemies float by. Death is okay for some. Salmon, weckaskeeks, children I'm oblivious of. I don't want much. I want, at my best, to be most loved. At my most ambitious, to be most coddled. I want to be oblivious and kind. I want to be rich and humble. I want to believe in reincarnation and eternity of do-overs. And because I want to, I find the hidden sun. There's a crazy bright object stapled to the western sky. There's a crown of fire bragging in the western sky. I'll brag right along with it. I am never gonna die.